Hey guys, Jared here from Deere Country Farm and Lawn. It's late October here in Pennsylvania, and pretty soon winter's going to be upon us. A lot of people are going to start thinking about snow removal. So today we're going to do a quick tutorial of how to install a quick hitch front blade on a subcompact tractor. Let's get started. All right guys, so I have with me here a model year 22 2025R. It's good to note a couple things here real quick, that this procedure is going to be very similar for all the quick hitch styles, but there is going to be differences depending on what year, what specific model you have on the install process of this. So specifically we're doing it on a 2025R, which will be basically identical to something like a 1023E as well as a 1025R, but the quick hitch system has been out for decades. So for your specific model, if it's not a newer generation 1023E, 1025R, or 2025R, just make sure that you note that this is not going to be the exact same. There are differences in different models, so please refer to your owner's manual on that. First, the initial setup has already been basically done on this, so if you have any implements on the unit itself, such as a mower deck, such as a loader, you will have to remove those, of course. This piece right here is your support bracket that gets put on the tractor first. You will notice this support bracket also will support a bearing system that gets installed in here if you have something like a snowblower. We're just doing a front quick hitch blade, so there's no bearing system installed on this. That would support the drive shaft that runs from that mid PTO all the way up to this carrier bearing that then would hook to the actual snowblower itself. So once the loader's off, you got a pretty good view of the tractor front here. You can see, of course, the bracket that gets put on with the install kit for your support bracket right here. There is a pin that you do have to remove. That's this top pin right here. So what you're going to want to do is take this top pin out, and you will see on the side here, these two little points that come out on both sides are going to slide directly up into this part right here. So we're going to lift this up, and you'll see here how that slides perfectly right into that bracket. You'll then take your rod that you took out before, and you'll slide it back through all the way to the other side, and then take your retaining clip, and you'll just simply put that back on this side over here. So we'll get that installed real quick. Okay, that secures that bracket in place. It's now time to take the quick hitch system itself, and we will be putting it on the tractor. You will have this bracket right here that gets installed as part of the kit as well. That will support the quick hitch system itself. This rod right here will actually rest on that. So we'll have to lift it up, rest it there, and then your bottom retaining clips will bolt in or snap in to the actual mount that we just installed right there. So like I said, once that piece is on, we're ready to go ahead and take this. We're basically gonna lift it up, rest it on that top bracket, and then again, we're gonna take our clips on the side, and we're gonna get those to settle in place, just like that. So now the front quick hitch is installed. We will now need to run our hydraulic lines. Now, these hydraulic lines then run straight to the mid SCVs that usually run the loader control. So that's how you're gonna end up controlling the actual blade itself when it comes to your raise, lower, as well as your angle. So you will have a bracket on the tractor. It's a guide for the hoses. So you'll have to route these through one by one. Now, once all the hoses are routed through the bracket there on the tractor for the guide, we simply just need to hook up our hydraulic connections. The hydraulic connections are all color coded, so it's very easy to just quickly connect them. Bit of a tip here, always start from the bottom and go up. If you start from the top, it can be hard sometimes to kind of get your hand down in from from the top side. So that's what I always like to do. I always like to start from the bottom side, take my hoses, and hook up each one. Like I said, they are collar coated, so it's not terribly difficult to match them up. Got those two. We'll take this one. And then this one as well. Okay. Now our hydraulic connections are connected. We're ready to get the blade on, start up the tractor, and we can show you exactly how that works. All right, so now that the Quick-Hitch blade is installed, you can see via the loader joystick control that we now have hydraulic raise. We also have hydraulic angle. It's one of the nice benefits of these Quick-Hitch blades is the hydraulic capabilities of it. A couple things here that we'll talk about before we close up. Keep in mind these blades are available in a 54 as well as a 60-inch configuration. You can also purchase extensions for them if you did want to make them wider. Also too, as we mentioned in the beginning of the video, there are differences for the different models when it comes to installing this Quick-Hitch system, whether you have an older heavy-duty garden tractor or an older compact. This is of course on the newer style ones, so please just refer to your owner's manual when installing for your specific model. Same goes for the snowblowers and for the front brooms. Just keep in mind there are differences, other attachments, as well as a sensor that needs plugged in. So please, again, refer to your owner's manual when installing those specific implements. Well, thanks for joining me. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to click the like button as well as subscribe to our channel. We'll be putting out more tips and tricks for your equipment needs here at Deere Country Farm and Lawn.